Todd, after the last game, you said there's another game of positive things you can show the group on video today. What did you like most overall about the way you guys played, and what did you kind of show the group today?
Well, the individual situations or team situations that we talked about, some adjustments and some polish were showing up in the game against Florida. And it's a tough team to play against. And we saw a lot of positives in those areas, so we reminded them of those this morning. But this is a different animal tonight with Detroit. They play a different way. So we also had to give them the information they needed to have a chance at success tonight, which is a typical pre-scout. And we did that using the majority of our clips from our game a week or 10 days ago, whenever it was. And within those clips are a lot of positive ones, but there's also some areas that they were able to take advantage of us, and we have to show a few of those so that we can fix and correct those moments.
Detroit's got a lot of new players this year. I think 12. Have you noticed a difference the way they approached the game from last year with all these new bodies and a lot of key pieces too?
You know, we don't.
Same coach, I know.
Yeah, we played them quite early in the year, twice. So for me to comment on that, to compare the 2 years, I don't think it's fair to me or to them.
Yeah.
I only know kind of what they're doing right now, and they're a very active group. Their D transition quickly. They're prepared to jump and go anytime a puck is even shot at the net. They're on their toes going the other way. We got into a bit of a ping pong match with them back and forth, and I'm not sure that's what we want to be in. They score a lot from their blue line. Their fourth line has perhaps the most productive line in the league as far as offense goes. So it sets up their first line real well, handing off a good shift. So there's not a lot of dips in their play when they get rolling.
Yeah. Speaking of fourth lines, early in the year, our third and fourth lines were getting the goals that kind of helped out. It's kind of dried up. I mean, do you still feel that they're getting enough good looks?
I feel like they're creating opportunities. I'm not sure they're taking advantage of them. So sometimes they'll create a 2-on-1 and maybe not even get a shot off. They'll work really hard on the forecheck roll out, and the pass goes a little errant, or it gets picked off. And at the beginning of the year, that was sustained time. It was time that would lead to second and third opportunities, and then they would hand off the shift to the next line. So we've got to get back to that a little bit. They're very capable of it. They've proven they can do it, so we're counting on them to do it.
Kevin and Trevor flopped sides over the last couple of games. Is that an area where you just let them kind of do that if they'd like, and have you seen any changes?
Yeah, they came to us and said, hey, can we try this? And we would be remiss, I guess, if we weren't listening to what the players wanted. They don't always get what they want, but they're playing the game. They have a sense of what feels comfortable. And it's not like a veteran player intimidated a young player and said, no, I'm playing here. The two of them got together and said this would be best for our line, so we're prepared to do that. And, they've been able to maybe provide the most offense for our club the last 2 games. It was nice to see them score in and around the blue paint. It's happened twice now, Tampa and Florida. And we did use some of those clips today so that everybody could see it.
Speaking of flipping, maybe it was just me and it wasn't the case, but I thought I noticed throughout the game the other night that you had Gavrikov and Roy on opposite sides, and then a couple shifts, same with Doughty and Anderson.
Yeah, you'll see that a little bit off face-offs. You get the one-timers and stuff like that, but it depends how you come out of the zone. So we've looked at some of our low-to-high play and talked about getting more offense from the blue line there. And often if you're flipped, you can get your shot off a little quicker and open up for one-timers. But that can't be the case all the time. Sometimes hockey's just hockey, and you take what you get.
Looking at the skate this morning, looked like Laferriere might get a little look on the power play. What has he done to maybe earn that spot, and what can he bring to that unit if he's used in that situation?
Right-handed shot to begin with. We obviously missed that. To his work ethic and commitment to the group has been strong all year. Rarely do we leave the arena saying, Laffy let us down or didn't have a good night. He's been very committed to his game, and it's a bit of a reward for him. But we also think we can take advantage of the right-handed shot.
Clarkey, want to see anything different out of his game?
No, he's, what is going to be game 11. It's game 2 this year, game 11. Still a young defenseman. We know what his assets are. We have a fairly good idea what his liabilities are, too. And if he can come out of the night with a pretty good balance sheet, you know, that's a real positive thing for him. Grow his confidence and keep him going.